But where we're starting off now, he doesn't have knowledge here.
No,
But we do.
we do.
Right. But I'm wondering, okay.
Again, you're gonna wonder now how this manifests, but you'll see now in a minute. Because bear in mind, like for Ike to actually have prior knowledge, he had to come to this place, the homunculus's lair. Then all the
Yes.
timelines converge. You know, kind of way it converges when he dies, essentially.
What on earth?
Like if you're thinking of it from like a parallel universe point of view, in every possible permutation, Ike dies. So in order for it, there you go. See, am I dead again?
Am I dead again?
Yes. So now that
So he
snaps you
managed to
into
walk
the
out and get fucking killed again. So he's Groundhog Day as well.
but
Right.
he's aware of the Groundhog Day. This is when Bill Murray
And
figures out.
homunculus.
Yes. This is the proverbial Bill Murray moment where he actually figures out he's in a loop,
I'm flattered that you.
and now he's trying to break the loop.
How does it feel to be dead?
The question is, does homunculus know he's figured it out?
Are you making fun
No.
of me?
He
Because
doesn't.
it doesn't seem that way. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. That's the thing. So this is the one time where I
So now
actually has the
Ike
advantage.
is kind of more in control now, as opposed to okay.
Yes, exactly. So when you ask the question about like what is actually the true ending, the EX endings technically can't really exist without the original five. So like you can't really. It's like comparing apples and oranges. You know, kind of way.
But you could take it as a continuation of the five, though.
Oh, absolutely, yes. You could. Yeah, you could.
In which case,
That's
you
why
could say it was the true one, was possibly the true ending because yes, he had to go through the other ones, but this would be the final ending.
like these two endings are what solves the problem Ike has. That's the way I qualify it. It's not necessarily the best or like best answers or to whatever it is, but it's what solves the problem. It's the solution essentially.
Got it. The hard part starts after you come back to life.
You're right. But that's also where your own strengths.
So the key thing then about this EX ending is that you have to start remember where all the proverbial plot points are in this story. So there's kind of story beats that you are aware of from playing this game basically 5 times, and you basically have to basically like hit all those points with your prior knowledge, let's say, to basically skip through the sequence of events to get to a point where you can fix things.
So hypothetically, could you, after answering as you did there, and kicking off the path of the EX ending, you could just go into the normal game?
Yeah. And you won't get the EX ending pathway. So if you said you're dead, you're locked into being normal like.
No, but I'm saying if you answered those ones, the EX ending ones, and went onto the path, could you go back onto the original path? Do you get me?
No, this is you actively saying, okay, I'm trying to solve the game now. This is where you're so yeah, exactly. You're diverging off now into your own, as it were, unique timeline where you're creating the events yourself, as opposed to going back and forth to Homunculus's tune. So the two things to keep track of basically are that obviously you have the digipad back and you have the opportunity to go back and forth through time, but realistically in the EX ending, your main goal is to acquire the Philosopher's Stone early. In terms of like, because in every sequence at the moment, you lose the Philosopher's Stone in the cafe when you wake up, right?
Yeah.
So your goal basically is to get it back, and then with your knowledge of what the Philosopher's Stone was used for, basically you use it for that purpose. So if you remember back when Ike was getting poisoned by in the fucking pub, he was reading about the book and the Philosopher's Stone having two uses, either as an elixir of life or to create a homunculus.
Yeah.
Dr. Wagner always picks, in every possible timeline, he always picks a homunculus over an elixir of life, thinking that will actually bring his wife back for good, as in permanently, like immortal.
Oh,
let's say.
Baby Man. I remember Baby Man.
Yeah, good old spaghetti man. So the two EX endings to abridge it fully is basically what happens if you pick the elixir. If you use the Philosopher's Stone to
make the elixir, or if you use it to make homunculus. Okay.
To destroy homunculus. So this is where. So again, this will depend on your point of view. Which one of those two do you think is the right solution?
Sorry,
Is
I
the
fell
actual
asleep.
is the correct
So
answer?
that's why there's multiple extra endings.
That's why there's two endings exactly because those are the two uses of the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, so it's a simple just like choice of like this or this, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you notice there's no skip function here because this cutscene is slightly different to the original. And this is your first.
So long since I saw the original that I can't even fucking remember what it was.
But it's playing out beat by beat right.
Is it because he's going to find the Philosopher's Stone, basically?
Well, he's going to look for it, I would hope. Unless I'm being proven wrong here.
I've been poisoned.
Here we go.
There's money.
There we go.
No.
The stone's not here. Not in this time, anyway. Well, maybe I'll see it later.
So that's new.
Mm-hmm.
This is him now actively trying to find the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, this is like he's not surprised about time travel or anything. He's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not here in this time. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
like again, picture it as if this is the Ike who has traveled through time at least 5 times
Yeah.
to this point.
He's
So-
he's well aware of this.
2 o'clock.
Again, that seems insignificant, but that's also him now keeping track of like I have half an hour now before I get stabbed, so let it get my shit together.
I guess this is as far as I go.
And yet Jonathan turns around and tries to go the fuck back in.
Again, it's trying to find all the plot points. So you can do the cafe and see what happens there, or in this case, yes, there we go, the fortune teller. That's my next step because that's you're following along the same story beats as the start of the game, but there is going to be a
Let's
change
hear it then.
coming in. Because no longer, so at this stage, you're no longer actually trying to like feign death, like dodge death at the moment. You're trying to like skip past all that. So we know this. We know who this fortune teller is by now.
Welcome. I have been waiting for you.
I know. I've been here a bunch of times, right?
There you go.
No, but I suppose you could have been. Perhaps in another place I am as yet unaware of. Sitting here as I am, I will tell your fortune at no cost.
Yeah.
That's a good way of
Can I
establishing
ask
the
you
rules of
something?
this new playthrough. Is that
I'm
Ike
trying to
has
find
prior
the
knowledge,
red
but
stones.
all the other characters
It's
around them
probably the
doesn't.
Philosopher's Stone.
That thing.
If I use it, then homunculus.
No, don't utter the name.
Yeah, so he's literally just,
of that
like-
cursed abomination.
He's basically asking people, "How do I fix this?
If he might be listening.
Can you
Alright.
help?"
Yeah, he's kind of just like,
I'll make
yeah,
up
yeah,
my
yeah.
own
Shut the
mind
fuck
about
up. I've been here
the
before. Come on.
stone.
Yeah. Get to the point. Get to the point. Yeah.
Then it is in your hands. I will lay my hopes on the future of your design.
And as we mentioned there, basically the fortune teller is basically saying, "Okay, I'll go with what you decide to do with the Philosopher's Stone."
Is there anything further? Don't forget, the appointed hour is 2:30.
2:30. All right, thank you.
Again, that's a reminder of when we are next to be killed. So
When he has to
basically,
go to he has to go to the dentist. Get 2:30. Get, because that's dentist works with teeth.
so as I was saying, 2:30 is when he's going to get stabbed, and he needs to get all of his work done by then, as opposed to ignoring the joke that was as painful as a root canal. Don't fucking shake your head, Foxy. You know as well as I do that joke was just as bad as his.
Yes. They were both terrible.
You all know Foxy's fucking high standard of comedy.
I'll have you know, Foxy watched A Special by David Baddiel.
What? What fucking standard will you stop?
Yeah, holding any of
Closely
us to a
followed
standard.
by a different special by Jasper Carrot.
Oh
Yeah.
man, just Jesus. Ah, this fucking peak 1990s there, funky moped and all.
The fucking detectives.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a show.
Mm.
Or watching episodes of Canned Carrot.
Oh yeah. Man, it was a different time back then, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So you remember this guy from last time? The juggler who ended up being ourselves.
I just really want him to go and go, hey, me, where do I go over here?
No, legit, like, he just goes,
Hey, that's me.
Hey, it's
I mean,
me.
maybe say it a bit louder for us so he can hear. I don't know.
It's a me, Eike.
That's it. No, that's it. That's a homunculus you're thinking of.
Life is so
Boom.
boring, isn't it? Anything I can do for you?
No, you just need to be waddling in place, ma'am. So as you know now, since we met the juggler, place is on fire. So literally, all the events of the start of the game are playing out in real time in sequence, and it's basically us just going tick,
Just
tick,
kick him
tick.
right there. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah, why doesn't he actually just go up and just like run up at the random child and kick him in the face? That would
Well,
be,
here's the-
oh my god, that would
Well,
be
here's
my
the thing,
dream
is-
ending.
See, I was thinking this as well, like as in like why doesn't he just fucking like go up to Hugo and go, oh hey, you, I'm gonna get you. But bear in mind, like all the other characters do not have the kind of like Ike has here. So you notice he
Yeah.
stopped himself from actually calling out Hugo there at that point. You know,
Yeah,
whereas like if you had to call him Hugo right now, like at this point Hugo's going like, wait, what the fuck? And that
oh, because the whole Hugo thing hasn't fully happened yet. Okay.
That's it, yeah. Whereas now I realize, okay, the best thing to do here is actually to, as it were, get the let the digipad do its thing here. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, he does have to die here.
I get it. It's no good without that stone. The red stone. Oh no.
So he was expecting the digipad to kick in there, but it didn't. So he ended up dying. Right? That is meant to happen, by the way. This is part of the story. This is him finding out the final piece of like why the digipad works in the first place.
Yeah.
It is difficult after all.
And this is like homunculus acting smug because he thinks Ike's
He thinks
fallen
it's
for
the
the
same
first
as
already.
before. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it was,
Exactly.
or like it should be in his
Or like it
eyes,
should be. Exactly.
or their eyes rather.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, please wake up. Are you all right?
So
Do you
now we're
feel
back to
sick or
where we were at
something?
2 o'clock. Because we haven't been stabbed yet.
Sir,
Quiet, Joe.
sir.
But hey,
Jamie,
you guys get
Peabody.
you guys get one more chance to see the amazing Spaghetti Man.
It's all right. I'm awake.
It's called Mr. Babyface.
There he is! There he is! Go get him!
That'll do.
Best character in the game.
He's the one I like relate to the most emotionally. Because I too feel like holding my spaghetti up in the air like this and just going,
That'd be amazing.
And
we all,
screenshot.
we all dream of doing that one day.
I think we should all do it as a sign off for the
I'll
video.
just leave what I owe for the coffee here.
We should all emulate Spaghetti Man, our favorite character.
So
Prefer to
just
get a
be like,
shirt with- Can I get a shirt with him on it?
I'm sure we could work something out.
Wear that shit everywhere.
speaking of wearing stuff everywhere, go get your Nerds or Us t-shirts. There you go.
Yeah,
Little city plug.
might as well. Still there, still available at time of
Mhm.
recording. I realize this could be coming out weeks later when it could be all sold out.
Possibly, but
Yeah.
T-shirts available, stickers available, prints are available, posters are available.
Don't do it. You're only feeding Foxy's drug habit.
What drug habit?
Yeah, he needs drugs to begin with.
Yeah.
His curiosity cola that's actually just methamphetamine. Methamphetamine.
Sorry,
Meth-
did you just make up a new drug?
Methamphetamine.
Are you having a stroke?
You know the popular drug methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine. Methamphetamine. Okay.
Methamphetamine.
Is that Casey's drug of choice, is it?
Methamphetamine. Yeah.
Oh, poor Casey. There's no need for that now.
I think it's more disturbing that Foxy's starting to get an impression developed of him.
Mm.
You've been around
Taking
him
a bit
too
of
long.
practice, but
You're getting
yeah.
a bit of proximity to him.
getting there.
I did the impression on the stream the other night. Dave
Yeah.
happened to be in the chat. He was like, "Fucking hell, get better with that."
Yeah,
So I
that's
was like,
in
good.
fairness, that's his bit. Like
I know.
Yeah, but could you imagine if we could have three of the fuckers going at once?
Oh, Jesus.
And not tell anyone.
Please help him.
A whole chorus.
Help, please. Hey, Hugh.
Each one just speaks a sentence together.
And they tell a story.
A, B, C, D, E, F,
Sorry,
G.
Oh, that is cruel.
We love you, Casey.
Yeah, we do. Now, here's what's different. The juggler's still on his own here. He stopped entertaining the crowds. Because, if you remember the second time we meet the juggler in this timeline, he throws something at us.
Even I can do that. Wait, no, don't.
Yeah, it was to give you a warning because the tree, wasn't it?
Well,
Oh wait,
not necessarily.
Different.
That's not a factor yet.
Others
That's
says
not a factor at
I'm
all in this.
The red stone is the philosopher's stone, and the source of Homunculus's life.
There we
It's
go.
also the main element in the elixir of life, which is supposed to cure all diseases.
Wait, isn't he meant to already know this?
So this.
Well, again, this is a so the juggler was basically is the one ahead of him in the timeline.
Yeah.
So essentially, like technically speaking, like we don't know which.
So the
Ike
juggler
this
is still ahead of him. The juggler is
The
still
juggler
ahead
will
of
always
him.
be ahead of him. Yeah, there's always going to be like.
Right.
So in theory, then like you could argue that whichever Ike decides to end it, whichever Ike decides to take the hint, is the one that ends the chain. So you could argue this is the one that ends the chain, as opposed to the cause and effect loop that we have here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the key thing here really is us trying to find the fucking philosopher's stone, which we know is in the cafe. We know that Dana picks it up. So this is why I keep going back to it, because I'm waiting for like the next like sequence basically to go. And you know, there like at the moment we have no reason to travel around because nothing else has happened yet. We are way ahead of the plot here, so that's what's going on here. So if I'm not mistaken, I think either I have to go back to the fortune teller or I have to go back to the fire. Because we had to establish that the use of the philosopher's stone. I think it's also there's also a cutoff time where other events take place. I think it's after like because certain events take a certain amount of time. So I think after say 10 past or quarter past, the cafe is now open. I think that's what it is.
So you're basically trying to
Yeah.
you're trying to kill time enough that you can actually just go for it.
Go back to the cafe exactly when it's closed, when it's been closed,
Is
if you like.
Dana? I mean, that waitress.
Close
was
for
just
lunch.
here, around.
Exactly.
So you
As
found
most
out
cafes
her
tend to
name
do.
already, did you,
They do.
sir?
They tend to close in the most
Just
busiest hour. Yeah.
Just kidding. Dana's in the back. She was just about to go catch up with a customer who left something here.
That's me. I forgot them here.
Oh, I
You better get in line.
Dana,
Oh, I'll just hand him over to you then, stranger.
Oh, this.
Just leave
Oh,
me
we're
now.
all very trusting here in rural Lebensbaum.
Oh, it's you. You
We
forgot these.
excommunicated our last liar. Spaghetti Man
This
lied
letter
about
and the
having
pretty
his
stones are
bread.
yours, right?
He did. He had 2 loaves instead of 1.
Oh, good.
What
I
a
was just
shameful
about to go
bastard.
chasing after you.
So we basically cut off like Dana before she's had a chance to leave the place.
Thanks
Which
for
means
coming
she
back.
doesn't get involved in a permutation and she stays in the present
It's
completely.
essentially the game version of
unattached.
just like sitting her down and going, "No,
Stop it!"
no, you
No.
stay there."
Stay
Or
there.
whatever Ike would say. That. Like, no,
You're safer.
You gotta stay there. You don't move.
No, you stay there. Why? I don't know. Just stay there.
I don't know.
What are you doing? I don't know. Waiting for something to happen.
You also notice that the juggler is now gone because we've got the philosopher's stone now. We've broken the chain. Now the next job now that we have the philosopher's stone to power the digipads, we can now go in and start doing some timey-wimey bullshit.
Are you gonna help my grandpa?
Yeah, whatever.
No, fuck your grandpa.
Imagine it gave you a
What the-
third option just to kick him in
Can't
the
go back to the
face.
same time.
That would be EX ending 3.
I guess
It'd be fucking hilarious. Just randomly, this guy just turns around and starts beating the shit out of this kid that's
Yeah,
randomly
exactly.
sobbing. It's like, how dare you be crying because there's a fire going on? Bah.
Oh, so this here, by the way, is where we decide what happens with the EX ending. So we have a choice of either staying in the present and dying in the fire, or we go back to the past and meet up with the Wagners and solve their family. And I believe in this ending, if I'm not mistaken, this is exactly what we do.
Well, you have a nerve.
Ooh la la.
Really?
Mm.
What with that one being punished yesterday too? What is it
Hoi,
that you
hoi,
don't
hoi.
understand?
They're
What's
German,
so
Dennis.
difficult about being more quiet-like? Dressing above one's station is an offense, you know.
Well, how very
Do you want to
xenophobic
be
of you.
punished like that
You have
woman?
literally been just
What's
doing
wrong
French
with doing
noises.
what one likes? And this dress is one of
I
my
never said that.
quieter
You're
ones.
assuming they were French.
Really
That's
good
a
ladies.
reflection on you, not on
wouldn't wear
me.
this kind of a dress
So indulge me
yourself,
then. What
would
noises were you trying to make, Dennis?
Donkey.
Well,
Donkey.
I never. A
Yeah.
little neighborly advice
Don't you
and
feel like
she
a xenophobic
stresses
prick
me,
now, don't you?
all right?
No,
Wasn't even
because
human.
I've never even. There's no such thing as a donkey going hoi hoi hoi. It's more. That's a
That's not
donkey.
very
No,
aggressive,
that first one was exactly donkey.
Let's
Perfect.
just
Bang
let
on.
this pass.
All right,
Alright.
okay, that's fine then. If you wanna basically say,
I
that all
don't
French-
expect a city slicker like you to know what a donkey sounds like.
Well, I
but-
don't expect you to know what a French person sounds like at this stage, because Jesus, have you got your beret and garlic fucking necklace ready there, or what's the crack?
How I could do a thing like
Wow.
that.
Okay.
Wow, yeah, wow. Or as the Irishman said during the World Cup, "Je suis une baguette."
Who are you?
En français.
This? It's dark already.
Mon contraire, mon
Get
capitaine.
yourselves home, everyone.
Oh, sir! This man
What are
is a
you?
son of
Who
a-
are you?
I
Where
are
see
you?
Now, it was
So-
you.
You there! Stop that man! He's in
Call
color.
help. Wicked little sly boot. The hussy.
What was the name of that movie?
Ah, the hussy.
No.
At once.
What? Why should you think a thing
Hussy
like
is not
that?
used enough. That word should be brought back. It's a fantastic word.
Call Foxy a
The
hussy at the next
hussy.
one, so you understand what that means.
What are you doing here?
No, Foxy's a trollop. It's different.
Oh, he is a bit of a trollop, actually. Yeah.
Trollop or a tart. Depends on who you ask.
No, you're not slutty enough to be a tart.
True.
Dennis is a tart.
You're a trollop.
You're a
More
trollop.
importantly, you're my trollop.
Oh, diddums.
Listen carefully.